Okay. As much as I want to keep screwing around with the thumbnails, let's actually make the game work. Boo. I don't know. There's part of me that's like, I think I need to completely start over. And use like the Unity dot system and use like the... whatchamacallit. Yeah, I know I was screwing around with this last time. Which I would need to kind of change the animations. Are these hard to see? I don't know. No, they're okay. I was gonna say, it's not random, but you and you... No, that is how it's supposed to go. I just haven't messed with this in a while. Okay, but that's not what I'm supposed to be doing anyway, because this is palindromes. That's what I'm supposed to be looking at. Okay, didn't they kill dots? Oh, I guess I'm so behind on... Guess not. I was gonna say, I thought there was somebody talking about doing their, like, yeah, entity component system. But I remember watching a YouTube series that I haven't checked in on in a long while. That, they were making a ant-related game. But YouTube? I'm blanking on what the actual name of the game is. But I remember what their last game was. Again, this happens every time. I go to do a thing. Lychee Game Labs, there we go. And they are working on... I was like, I'm pretty sure they gave it a name and put it up on Steam. And I don't remember what it's called. Anthill Village. There we go. But I know they were using the dots system. But I think not only do I need to use the dot system, but also the, whatchamacallit. Oh, I guess I missed my pack opportunity there. Okay, so this should give me 2 palindromes then? No, that didn't do jack diddly. You're supposed to be doing a palindrome. Great. So nothing is working. Yeah, this happens every time. I'm like, okay. We're gonna... Because you didn't score that. God balls. I don't... I got the core loop working. Okay, so there's a lot I need to do. So adding a runestone needs to be adding the correct runestone. Okay, I need to also deal with this too. Yeah, and then the game gets hard. The game gets difficult, and I say, you know what? Maybe I give up. Maybe I say, game dumb, nobody's gonna play it, nobody's gonna care, and give up. How in the world is that related to the dictionary thing? It's like, no, it's when the runestone gets added to the list, it does the... How's it going? It's 5 minutes into the stream and I'm already like, nah, it's broken, it's dumb, it's bad, it's not going anywhere. And it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm like, I'm laid off and I'm deciding to work on this instead of actually getting a job. Real smart idea. Game's not dumb. No, I know. I think I'm also, like, looking at the other game that I was just playing, and it's like, they got 10 people following their project. They've got maybe 100 wish lists, and that's gonna turn into maybe 10 sales. And I'm like, it's just kind of similar to what I'm making. That doesn't bode super well. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the aesthetics of this game, and I don't know if that's what's holding them back a bit too, but... Then again, the point is to just finish a game. The point is to not make a game that sells well. So... spent 2 hours plus on trying to figure out why key shapes from a Blender file weren't working in Godot. Yeah. Well, see, and my other problem is that I feel like this is a lot of self-inflicted stuff too, where I'm like, I should probably just be using like tile maps in Unity so that I can actually like make levels and stuff, and I haven't done that. Okay. One of you is the thing that has the dictionary. It's not you though, is it? Yeah, because this hooks up to the scoring sequence or something. Who's the flippin' script that I need to go look at? It's been so long since I've done anything. And now I have all the time to do anything. Do you not hook up to the score manager or something? Right? Okay, so the dictionary. Because it's just the dictionary is trying to add the same thing again. Okay, sequence detector. Are you the one that has the dictionary issue? Yes, dictionary here. So num codes. Wherever num codes is adding stuff, it's trying to add the same thing again. And then the question was, can I just add a number on the end? Because I'm like, if it scores the same thing twice, it's like I do... That's essentially the option of like duplicate jokers or whatnot. It's like I do want to have that as an option. Okay, so this is adding a code. Did I really not just do like a check to see if the thing is... Okay, so now... Really just need to check if it... Because it can add the same value. Pretty dang sure about that. Now I just need to make sure that it's not conflicting on the name, though. How about that? So, then if the name is equal to something in the dictionary, I don't really want to go through the whole dictionary. But I guess that's kind of how that works, too. Yeah, I was gonna say, so it's just for each code in there. Yeah, it's a valid codes. Okay, now, not code, because that's the thing. There. So now let's instead here, if wait, how was I checking that? Oh, code.value. There we go. Duh. Goes to check.name is equal to the name. Equals. I still have never looked this up. Is it dot equals? You're a string, right? What do you mean you don't have a thing here? Oh, the key. Derp. Okay, and then if I do dot equals, is it dot equals or is it equals equals? That's always the question. Like, I think one of them is supposed to be a little more performant, or maybe it's one of those things that, what did I think of Godot? I still haven't messed with it. Yeah, I don't know if you're eyeballing the Godot icon down at the bottom, but I have not. I guess you can't eyeball the Godot icon. Oh, it's there. It's under the roller coaster. But I downloaded it and I tried using it, and I was like, I need to look up a tutorial on how it works, and then I can mess with it. But yeah, I haven't messed with it. Okay, now I really just need to check if it has the name. Then the name. Well, okay, so if I add name... Maybe I just need to do that at the beginning. It's just add a number on the end of it. So that the name would be... Oh, shoot, if it is... Yeah, it is a good icon. It is definitely more interesting than the Unity icon. That's an interesting looking thing there. Oh, that's, yeah, the arpeggiator models. I see those go by on the Triangle Discord, I think? Or no, the Too Much Tomato Discord, that's what it was. And it always looks interesting to me, and then I'm like, one day, I'll figure out Blender again. Okay, but the only problem I have is if I have a name and I add a number on the end, and then I have that same name and number, I want to switch out the number. I don't want to switch out the name, and I want to just keep adding numbers to it, so it's name 00000 or something, so... Go on the Blender route with the face if you ever need a hand. Well, that's like, I need to do textures. I still have not figured out how to texture anything in Blender. Okay, so how do I easily add a number on the end of this? This is making me think I need a third variable as part of the name to say how many of this thing has been added to the dictionary. Oh, no, wait, contains. Duh. Not equals, do contains. There we go. Okay, so if it contains the name, because the name here is going to be the basic name. The name is going to be name plus whatever number. Oh, I guess I count them then. And then just say however many times I've added this. do that. So the name equals name plus the count. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna so the names are gonna be the same, and if I just find that name, then the numbers in the end don't really matter. Although it's going, yeah, it's going through num codes. Well, it's just when I add a code, I'm just adding it based on the name. The number, then... Okay, so let's just see if that fixes the dictionary conflict issue. Okay, I wanted you to die. I wanted the process to end. There we go. let's not wish death upon things. Okay, so now if I add the same runestone, there we go. What do you mean? Why is it like this is the issue? I'm pretty sure it was. This is not dictionary related, right? Why are you complaining about it here? That's not related, right? You're saying the dictionary has an issue, and then you're taking me to like a different flippin' thing. Sequence detector and score manager. Yeah, exactly. Sequence detector, line 36. Oh, sequence. I only did it for here. Oh. that would make sense.
I slap you right here. Characters.
Okay, so now I put it there. I don't know. So not num codes, but there's a num sequences, right? Okay, well I need to check and make sure that the sequence is not being sequences to check. Okay, why is this? Why did I do it like that? Okay. There's a way to replace all of them. And I don't know how to do that either. Okay, but that's still the name, and then it's still just adding something on top of the name. Okay, so let's see if this deconflicts the dictionary issue. Yeah, I don't know. The further I get into this, the further I think, it just isn't a good game. It's so frustrating, because I think the actual core of the game is interesting. It's just this adding the next layer onto it is, Hey, there we go. Okay, so now it's doing different dictionary stuff. Yay. Why are you not adding it to the edges? Also, why is this edge here? What? Like, what the flippin' heck? Why are you so flippin' dumb? Oh. So it is slowly filling it into. Okay, there we go. No buttons, nothing. Okay, so like, why did I screw up so badly? Gosh dang it, this is really. It just looks so ugly and dumb and bad. And why do I make things every time I look at it and go, nah, it's just, it's not there. Okay, no, wait, it's... No, when you place the runestone, you're supposed to place it on the edge instead, you dumb thing. Not in the flippin' middle with all of that other flippin' stuff. Okay, so we do edge side 0. So then is it gonna go all the way to the edge again? Oh, because the edges are a little less important now, because if I do the bumper stuff like I am, then you can actually get into the corner if there's a button there. Although I think the buttons still don't spawn in the corners. Or was that me? Did I... Yeah, so they don't spawn in the corners. No, they do spawn in the corners, okay. But yeah, now if I change the bumpers to be like a have, now you can't get into the corner and get out. Kind of. It's not easy necessarily. Which that's fine. But as long as it gives me more options so that yeah, okay, so then that makes it this a lot more possible. Okay, no, this doesn't work. God damn it, why you fucking jerk? Okay. So I need to tweak it if I'm gonna continue to use this, but... And now adding runestones will allow it to be anywhere, and allows me to add as many double dictionary ones. Okay. Well, at least I deconflicted that. So now the next question is, you're supposed to be adding the correct one instead of just a random one. Okay, no, orange. So red. Yeah, and then adds a orange. Okay, so when you click on a runestone, what the heck does it do? Okay, most likely it's the game manager. Like when you click on a runestone. Probably a UI runestone. So then that's you. But it's initializing just a runestone. No, the runestone info for this runestone is initialized, which is doing it randomly, not based on the info of this UI runestone. No, wait. This is draw hand, which is not where you're clicking on it. Okay, but then if I go here where I'm clicking on it, is this doing anything? I mean, it should be, but... Somehow it's determining that it's clicking a runestone and then adding it. But that's not how it's doing it. Oh, runestones, because runestones is being added to, right? So then that'll help me? Well, I also know, as much as I'm bitching and moaning and complaining about the game being dumb and bad, that once things are working and suddenly it all clicks, then it'll be like, wow, this is super cool, I love this. It's just the process of making it is like, I have no clue what I'm doing, and I'm doing it badly. Okay, so that's spawn a runestone. And that's just spawning a whole bunch of runestones. What was check runestones? I stepped away for too long. Okay, so now when it's doing this spawn redstone, then it should be doing this thing where it kind of figures out what it is. Unless this is the wrong thing. Okay, wait, go back. 'Cause this is not being used. So how about this one? There we go there. And that's if you select a runestone, it spawns the runestone. So let's double check that this is in fact the thing that is doing the thing. Actually, wait. Take me back to here, because there was two other things here. And this was available positions. Oh, it's picking up a UI button, and if it is a runestone. No, this is the one. Except there's another one. Why do I have so many different versions? Okay, this was just spawning a set of runestones. Okay, so now go back to the third one. This, I think, is the one that is doing the thing. So you should actually be spawning based on the runestone info of the thing here. Yeah, because right now you're not passing the information in. Okay, so that means I need to do a different version. That is the one. Okay, just go to the definition. Let me do a different one. Because I was like, I have different versions of spawn button, right? That's essentially what I'm going to be doing here is... Whatever. It's going to be two different versions of spawn and runestone. One being the random one and one being the... I don't know if I need it to return anything. Man, it hasn't given me any Ari at home on YouTube for a while. Not that I've been on YouTube, actually. I've not been doing a lot of YouTube recently. Okay, so now, what do I need to change in here? That's clear. Actually, maybe the spawn position is okay. Man, I was saying my back is feeling better, but it's like it's a different pain. It's like now I'm getting this like sharp pain in my back instead. It's like Yeah, eventually I have to add the like what should I call it? Okay, wait, what's your complaint? Oh, the runestone, because it's supposed to be runestone info. There we go. So now this is supposed to be runestone clone info. And maybe I should actually read what I'm doing, but I will do that in a second after I... Okay. So you make a runestone at whatever spawn position, and you don't follow the mouse. Am I even using follow mouse at all? Like, if I get rid of this, does this do anything? Not right now, no. Okay, so... makes a runestone. Runestone clone info should be set to not that. Should be set to the runestone info. Is that gonna even do it how I want to do it, or no? I feel like it's not. I feel like I doubt it. I'm like, oh, is there no... There is no fill XD to give you extend powers on the roller coaster. Because I'm too early. I started my stream too early in the day. It's still light out. This is not gonna do it, is it? Okay, well, I guess we'll see. Guess no. You? You, this one. So now I just need to pass the runestone info in. And I don't think this is going to initialize it correctly. But hey, as long as it doesn't explode, I think it's okay. And this doesn't need to be there for now. There's part of me that's like, I think I need to redo all of the code of the game, and there's part of me that, like, I need to... I kind of want to use Unity dots, and I kind of want to use the tile map. Because I do have an opportunity to do set levels that aren't just like, oh, here's some boss effect, but like actually has some kind of well, it's certainly different. Okay. So you're not initializing correctly, as suspected. Yeah, because of this right here, where I'm trying to pass this into this, is not... There is no version of this where you take in information, right? What was all this selected, upgrade, and other nonsense and stuff? Okay, do a different version where I can actually just pass in the info. And then again, we'll see how much of this I want to actually change. Yeah, this is what happens when I am focused and working on the thing. Is that then everybody's, well, okay, as of right now, everybody's shut up to just let me work a little bit, but we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, so now wanted to do a second version here that passes in the runestone info. Okay, so you are actually gonna be whatever this is. Okay, what else can I access within the runestone info that I... the name... Color palette? Description? Those are the big ones, right? Because I'm really trying to set the color to... Like, the selected upgrade doesn't really need to be there. So the color is really just the runestone info color. Doesn't matter if it has a color palette or not, it's just setting it based on that. And the name is equal to the runestone info name. Description is equal to the description. Okay, and then the upgrade. So okay, wait, this upgrades is this a list of upgrades? I don't remember what this was at all, but I guess we'll see if I can. This is up here, that there's a list of strings that's upgrades? Okay. But was that a thing in the list info? Oh, yeah, okay. So, okay, how do I pass that in then, exactly? That is the important part. Is that actually, like, how does this thing score? So... But I guess the question is, why are you not just a thing that I can access? It's making me think more and more like I should just add it as a string upgrade. Wait, wasn't I... Wait, redstone info description? But you're telling me that this is a... Doesn't look like it's public. This looks like it's a private variable, so how is it accessing that? Okay, well, maybe we just... Oh, I guess none of these are public variables? How is any of this working? Okay, well, whatever. We're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna do that, and then you're gonna be runestone info upgrade. And then see if this does anything or if it explodes. Okay, this should probably be evaluate upgrade. This, very early today. It was just outside when I started the stream, but here now. Okay, well, it's good that you're here, because Bagorley was trying to extend the roller coaster a bunch, so now that is an option. Well, okay, I lied. Maybe that's not a good thing. This was evaluate. Upgrade. I don't think any of this code is good or makes sense, but once it's kind of working, then I can go back and make it work better. Kind of, sort of, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Okay. And then you are not your own thing, you're now this. Okay, let's see if that does it. I got the level done now and decided it's level 26 instead because it's too difficult. This is gonna slowly tick up and up and up until it matches with my age. It's gonna be level 34 at this point. Once you finally get it to whatever the special level is. Okay, so now let's see how this explodes. Well, I guess it's because I just went for a walk. That's kind of why I'm in the, like, I want to sit. So now if I click this red... Did that do anything? I did a click through instead. If I click the red, it adds a red runestone. If I click the red, it adds a red runestone. If I click this, it adds that runestone. If I click an orange, it adds the orange. If I click that, it clicks through, which is not good, but... Okay, so it adds the kind of purpley blackish. Okay, orange. Adds an orange. Adds a red. Okay, so now are they actually correct? That's palindrome, that's pair, that's palindrome, palindrome, pair, price, price, pair. But at least it looks visually correct. The last 5 levels will be more difficult and longer than anything before. So this is one of those last 5. So I guess if it is a longer level and you break it into chunks, then then it might be level 30 something. If you compare it to the length of some of the other things. Okay, so now... So that's working. It's still not giving me a tooltip for the runestones. That's... Or the UI ones. The UI ones are not doing the tooltip. That is a big issue. Okay, so now the runestones are adding... It's adding the correct runestone when you click it. And it's not exploding. The dictionary is not exploding. So... This was like my big scary thing that I was needing to finish. And I've gotten two major things done in less than an hour. Okay. Can I crank this out in the next 15 minutes and be done with the whole thing in an hour? Okay, so now how the fuck is it doing the tooltip so that I can see? So do I want to use the ad break? I might use the ad break actually. Do I want to crank down the desk? I do. I could sit for a little bit, right? No, my back says I can't, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so I will use the break. Okay, now to figure out why the tooltip is not working. Because if I look at the runestone, it has a on pointer enter, a pointer exit. So if I look at the UI, it shouldn't care about the. Yeah, you have the runestone info stuff. Yeah, that's another thing too, is this should all be reading from an Excel document that says all this information. But I guess I can upgrade that when I get things working. Okay, now. So why does that... If I click into the game, then I can actually see tooltip working there, but it's not working here. Yeah, I don't really know how to deal with the click-through problem too, because that's not... Yeah, it's not great. That's not good. That's not working how it should. Because this should be in the way. Or at least this should pop up with a nice tooltip here. I don't really know how to debug this either. It's like, the mouse is over the thing and it's working when it's here. Why is it working in the world but not working when it's in the camera? Also, can I round out the menu on this this plane here? It's not either here nor there. I don't need to be worrying about that. I guess this is a plane and not a maybe with a shader I could round out the corners or something. I don't no, okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so if I put it like over here, that's not... Because I don't remember how it's doing this like on hover. So it's not like there's something in the world that's causing it to be... And like, there's not something in the way, right? No. And it's taking the click. It's understanding that it's being clicked. Okay, wasn't it supposed to add? Yeah, so it is getting clicked. It's understanding that. Yeah, this would look so much better with an actual shader to make it look like stone. Then it might make a little more sense. Or like adding the constellations or something on there. Did I have text? I think I might have text, like as a placeholder thing. Just adding the text on there might be good too. That sample text looks huge and in the wrong spot, and do I change the scale or do I just change the size of the text? Well, no, I do need to change the size of the text because it's absolutely massive and it's supposed to be Like if it says palindrome or something, that's gonna need space for sure. Okay, because price and pair are both short. If I do palindrome, that's a real good test then. Okay, that's a placeholder, but it's at least something. If I don't get around to it in the future. It's all gonna say palindrome in it because the text is not actually set up to do anything. Oh, that really helps. You cannot read it at all. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, it is just a little placeholder thing. I don't need to be messing with it. If I make the text bigger, that's not the... Okay, but I don't think that's gonna work either. Okay, now that's a little more readable. Not that that's... Okay, I don't need to be setting it up so the text is... It's gonna take me all of a moment, and then I will have a nice placeholder for before I actually add the symbols. Okay, what is this? I never remember what these are called. Because it's something like Text Mesh Pro UGUI, but then occasionally it's not that. Is it just a Text Mesh Pro text? So a Text Mesh Pro. I want to say it's a UGUI. Text. And then whenever you initialize it, the name gets set to Should I throw that under evaluate upgrade? No, but yay. Also, hello. Is this? Are you glad I'm actually working on the functionality of the game and not all of the other things surrounding it? Yeah, I figured maybe I should have a playable product or something. I didn't add the flippin' every damn time. Okay, this is just a placeholder anyway. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's because it'll take me all of a couple minutes here, and then I have a nice placeholder. That's why. It is. It's a Text Mesh Pro. It's a Text Mesh Pro text, not a Text Mesh Pro UGUI. I was like, I don't think that works. Just saying the password out loud. That is true. That is the password for the game right now. Is yeah. Just spill the secret there, despite the fact that I want people to play the game. So. Okay, so now do I have a placeholder? Yay! Now I have some placeholder text. Okay, that was neither here nor there. It's not what I was supposed to be doing. It's this. Why is the... It's not doing a tooltip when I hover over the UI element. But it does it here. And I was like, it doesn't seem to be related to. But I can click it. That's the obnoxious thing. It's like I can click it and add it. But I can't hover here. That's an important thing. I need to be able to hover over it. Like you want to know what you're adding before you add it. So this is the part that really needs the hover. This like less so, but still probably necessary. So I guess the pointer handler, because the pointer handler is what's saying on pointer enter, and it's saying it's being hovered over, which then goes to the game manager and does the tooltip for the on hover, right? Yeah, runestone hover, for when the runestone says it's being hovered. So there's a disconnect when it's in a different camera. Do I look at pointer data? Pointer event data? See if that says, nah, sorry, you can't do different cameras. Pointer event data? Doesn't really care to tell me. Thanks. The camera associated with the last on pointer event. But then can you switch the press event camera? The camera so it says the camera associated, as if it understands it can be different cameras. Is this still the same artist? This seems. Oh wait, he did remixes for a while, didn't he? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're down into the remixes. Okay. It's just obnoxious that it says enter event camera, as it knows there's different cameras, but then when I try to do a hover event, like I was doing with this other, that it's working in one camera, but it's not working within the other camera. And now, is it because the camera is within the camera? Can you not have a camera in a camera? I mean, I kind of want the positioning to, I want it to stay there, but just out of curiosity, is it gonna be? Well, I don't really want to do that. I just want to see if I can. Okay, I should still be able to go in here and. Okay, can I just rip this out of here? I just wanted to rip this out of here, but then it's like I don't want to. I don't. It's just a test. Okay, wait. Let's make sure this is all. I do like this. I want this to be. Okay, so I haven't modified it. So now if I do this and say, I don't want to open the prefab. Here, I want to rip you apart or something, right? There's an option for like rip this apart. The prefab unpack. There we go. Unpack? Yes, okay. Then I can rip the main UI camera out. and see if having it as a separate thing does the... 4 p.m. and still haven't eaten anything? As in, like, all day? You get to 4 p.m. without eating? Guess you're just fasting? I've been eating too much. I'm like, I think I've even gained a couple pounds because I'm like, oh look, I got Reese's in the fridge. Oh look, I got ice cream in the fridge. Oh look. Let's go have a pizza. Let's go make a big cheese pizza because I got so much cheese. Oh look, there's more bread in the fridge. All day it is. I should do what you're doing. Maybe I'll try to skip lunch and see how I feel. Because I've been eating too much recently. I have a small fridge. It definitely would save money to eat less, and I think that's how you degrade your body the most, is to eat a lot, so. Also doing a keto diet, okay. Are you like chugging olive oil? Get less hungry during the day. Okay, yeah, see, I'm subsisting off of, like, bread and cheese and stuff, which is, I know, not the healthiest, but... No, I was eating salad the other day, though, too, so... Screw you! Okay, so it's not related to the camera. Why? So how about if I do that? Why? I mean, these seem to be initialized correctly. And then I can click on them though too. Like, yo, what the flippin' heck? Why the flippin' heck are you not doing the thing? So why does it look like this is still under that? Because that's not how that should be working now, because it's all kinds of broken and stuff. That is correct. I had to go out of my way to do this. I thought, why are you... Didn't I just drag these out of here just to see? So this and that and the other thing. They should not be. Okay, nobody's attached to anything anymore. I thought that I was usually just skip breakfast, mostly because I sleep long. It wouldn't really be worth it when lunch isn't far away. But it still seems to be enough that I'm still currently still losing weight. Well, man, everybody I know is losing weight. I guess we'd have to have Pagorli weigh in to see if Pagorli's losing weight, but everybody else in chat seems to be losing weight, and here I am like eating cookies. It's because I like making food, dang it. Sunny are now in Berlin, so I started running again. I'm definitely thinking about getting back into running again. I just got some running shoes. You know, it was an awful, terrible process. I hate buying shoes. Because every time I put on a pair of shoes, I'm like, not bad. And I put on another pair of shoes, I'm like, not bad. And then I put on another pair of shoes, and I'm like, no, that one's not it. And then I put on another pair of shoes and go, no, that's not it either. And then put on the first pair of shoes and go, I don't know about this. Yeah, not a fan of shoe shopping. I am not good at it. It's a miserable time for everyone involved. But I have a couple pairs of shoes now. I did survive it. So now I can start running again. Especially because now I have some time to get back into exercise. But I still got to figure out my schedule and my routine. That's what I'm trying to iron out. It's like, I think I want to do a couple of morning streams and then leave my evening for doing whatever. Have to shop for shoes soon. I just need to fall apart. Yeah, that's... Well, and it's funny because I have a pair of slip-ons that I wore for quite a while, wore them out, and then I just never threw them away. But, like, when I'm like, oh, I just need to run outside and dump off the trash, it's nice to have just the slip-ons instead of tying my shoes. So I feel like I should have got rid of them a while ago, and yet it's kind of worked out that I didn't. Okay, wait, so this is these... Yeah, that is those. So now you're at the same... Why do you look like you're still within the flippin' thing here? Because it's clearly these. Which is like, okay, here. Okay, well, so now if I change the position to... where did that go? Because I moved that over there, yo. And then let's see. I'll do this. No, it ain't on the list. What the flippin' like hell? Is it just because it... Okay, I lied. Let's do... can I undo the unpacking I did? Yes, I can. Okay. So now the question is it just not initialized? Is that the issue? I run only 20 minutes and 2.5k. That kind of converts to something like 300 calories. Yeah, 20-minute run isn't too bad, and 2.5, or like, you know, a mile and a half is not too bad either. I was running, I think, a couple of miles back in 2023. It's just because of that kidney stone. And then, like, even today, it's like I still am having back issues and having, like, kidney issues and stuff that makes me afraid of exercise. But, well, and even, like, next week, I will be seeing the primary care physician, so I can ask him if, like, hey, I'm probably all good to exercise and probably should have been exercising a lot more. So can I say a coordinate somewhere between 0, 0 and 4, 4? 2.3, 3.7. Yes, I can say a coordinate somewhere between 0 and 4. Were you talking integers or were you talking decimals? I guess I could have just added a whole bunch of decimals on there. 2.3337737. And then 3.72568. There we go. Oh, okay, you were talking integers? That's such a small possibility space then. Oh, I was just gonna keep adding numbers on the end of the decimal. And then we would never escape our fate. Okay. Oh, well, then I guess I just picked 2 and 3. That seems a little less interesting. I am still very confused as to... No, but it sure looks like it's initialized. If that's what the issue is. Because I moved it to... Yeah, I moved this out of here. And then said, okay, we're gonna just... Oh, it's because it's still within the UI camera. No, it's not in the UI camera anymore. Okay, that makes it look like it still is in the UI camera. Oh, because the layer is UI. Wait a flippin' second. Okay, so now if I scooch it like that. Har har, okay. So it's because it's within the UI layer that it's not doing the tooltip. So why? Why is the UI layer not letting me do this? How do I determine which layers are... Okay, so then if I do the dumb bad idea, you say you're on the post-processing layer, not the UI layer. This is UI camera, and somehow it's on the post-processing layer? Is it because the UI readstones? Okay, so then is it as simple as... Yeah, okay, now you're gonna be in the wrong... Yes, okay. So that is a layer issue. Yeah, I was gonna say, but there's a reason I did that, just so that it would be within the camera there. Okay, so now I've narrowed down the issue a little more. So pointer event data, and then layer is the issue. As in, can I just have it work on multiple layers, please? Okay, maybe we look at this on all. Oh, is this a different documentation, bro? So, are you gonna give me this? Or no? That's just a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, that's just for getting info. It's just because I'm using this on pointer enter with the pointer event data. Because it's just Unity is passing in this pointer event data. I don't know why it's only working with default layer. Is there a way to make it say, hey, use all the layers, please, if you would? Yeah, because unless it's not in here, is it? Where I say runestone hover. You don't have anything about the UI layer, right? Yeah, no, that's not it at all. That's not it at all. Oh, it's the buttons, yeah, okay. So, but it's telling me that it's not actually doing the on hover. Or I guess the on pointer enter's not working? What are we looking for? It should hit anything your graphic raycaster component has in its blocking mask. That component should be attached to your canvas. But to re-explain the problem, the issue being that the tooltip is not showing up for stuff that is in the UI layer. So to get this menu in the camera correctly, these things are all in the UI layer. This one says in post-processing, which I don't know how or why I did that, but should hit anything that your graphic raycaster component has in its blocking mask. Pointer event handler is a UI class. The component should be attached to your canvas. So canvas. Graphic raycaster, ignore. Blocking objects, none. Blocking mask, everything. Pointer event handler is a UI class. You can't add them to your scene objects and expect it to work. Well, yeah, no, I wasn't expect. Well, it's just because it was working on the objects that were already. Well, I'm assuming these are all default. Yeah, it's because it was working here that I was. And yeah, okay, so this is a default layer here. So, but now you're saying in the canvas. Graphic raycaster. Ignore reverse graphics. (2D, 3D? Why is it spelled like that? Two-dimensional? If you're gonna write out two, so it's a huh? But I would assume that means everything is allowed. Added the Easter egg to the level now, so it's time to almost crash the engine by converting all the meshes in the level back to instances for better performance. Usually isn't a problem, but the level's large and has a ton of meshes considering there are many areas with spikes. So we're just having 121. And each block being made of 26 meshes. Well, good luck with that. I hope you don't completely explode things. So, what triggers the hover event on this object? So let's check that. I mean, it's like this is how I'm doing the hovers. The on pointer enter here, and like I said, it's working for the stuff that's not in the UI layer, but not working for the stuff that is in the UI layer. And then I was just double checking that the on hover here doesn't have anything that selects like a certain layer or something. It just says, okay, here's the tooltip to show, and it just fades it in or out. So I was assuming that it just was not actually hovering it. So like I said, here when you hover over this, the tooltip pops up, but here, when you hover over this, it does not pop up. But if I take it out of the UI layer, I guess I haven't tried the other layers, but like if I take that one out of the UI layer, then it becomes hoverable. Which I liked your idea of looking at the canvas and the graphic raycaster to see if the blocking mask had anything. But when you say hover over this, I don't know what this is there. It could be world space UI that triggers the thing. Well, like I said, it was the here under the runestone has the on pointer enter, which does the hovering. So this, I'm not entirely sure how this works, which is why I was trying to look it up here to see what Unity said about how on pointer eventer. This doesn't seem to be. Is that pair object? That pair object is a runestone class. So yeah, both of these are like that's a runestone. Yeah, I don't think the grid space should be causing any issues there either. Well, like I said, I've already figured out that it's kind of a layering issue. Yeah, the UI runestone, I think I really just made it so that the layering is different, so it's actually in like the UI layer. But it could be a world space UI that triggers the thing. Again, digging under like a canvas here. Yeah, I do think I need to mess with the canvas to get the UI to look a little better. Okay, so just out of curiosity, if I change you to that, you work. No, it's pair. Oh, that's that pair. And then this palindrome one. Oh, meaning I changed it. I changed the wrong one. So let me do transparent. Yeah, okay, so you're still working. Ignore raycast. That feels like it should be ignoring the raycast. But it's not. Interesting. This water layer. Yep, no problems there. Is it literally just the one layer that I'm using? Post-processing. Camera. Now you are gone entirely. How did I do that? How do you look like you're there, but you don't? You're just like inside the camera, aren't you? Okay, so now if I change this to UI, so it is just the UI is, and maybe select the position that I have it in the camera. Can you show me what objects you have under pair? So like this pair, I'm assuming is what you're talking. So it's the model with a box collider and this text that I just added. But and then the two scripts that are attached to it are the runestone and then the grid space. I'm gonna play a little VR now, so I'll be switching to the third or virtual monitor content. That's fine. I was like, I'm actually trying to program and debug, so that's a little less interesting for sure. Event system. Unless you were looking for a specific event system. But I'm assuming this is the only one I have. Yeah, that's the only event system that is in there. Yeah, good that you're here to help, because let's see, do I need to have something popped up there? Next subject, yeah. Click the game screen to activate info. As in, click the game again? Or... Oh yeah, it's because I made it a UI thing. Oh, and it's just hovering. Wait, how did I do that? Wow, that seems very broken. Because it's moving around as if it's attached to something, but then also within the camera. Oh, probably because it's attached or not attached. Send pointer. Hover to parent. That's like the UI version does. Oh, and I guess there is. I can double check that too. There's a slate. There's the runestone and then the runestone info, or UI rather. Yeah, UI runestone, which I think is literally just changes the tag and the layer. The tag shouldn't matter either, right? Event system should be giving you info of what's hovered right now. That would make sense, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the only difference is just the UI. But okay, so back to event system, back to the game, back to hovering over something. Which thing should be changing? The bottom panel should be giving you info. Oh, selected. No, that's this. It's just selected. I selected the event system. Event system? Do you want to show anything? Yeah, I'm not seeing the thing that should be saying it. Because I was assuming you were saying this is the bottom panel that should be giving me info based on hovering stuff. Probably because it's quite broken, probably because I set up the hovers weirdly. Are you talking the hovering for here? Yeah, or because I set up the stuff within the camera thing? Or the... Because I'm like, literally all I did was follow the... I'm pretty sure I just looked at the basic, like, Unity on pointer enter and then said, okay, well, when you hover, it does that, so... like, hover UI element. Well, it doesn't seem to be popping up anything for any of these, whether it's UI or not. At least I'm not seeing the thing that's changing, or the thing that's supposed to be changing. Tell me what is, in fact, being hovered or not. Yeah, it's doing the hover, so it feels like it should be showing up somewhere. But oh, you're talking one of these? Yeah, duh. Not one of the, not one of these, but one of these. Oh, it did change when I clicked it. Oh, so it's saying selected and not hovered. Is there a way I can change the... I don't really... Yeah, okay, so it's telling me what's selected as opposed to what's hovered. I can kind of drag it up to where it's a little more visible, but I don't know that I can make it much bigger or anything either. Yeah, because I think that's probably like impossible to see, but I can at least... So yeah, it's saying what's selected. It's quite broken, don't know why. Well, we could give it the old restart. Not that Unity's actually been behaving all that badly, but... Well, and I think there is whatever this was saying is like, oh, I need to upgrade to the next thingamabob, which I think I tried to mess with, and then it... Yeah, because it... Yeah, please update for latest fixes. Wait, I thought I downloaded another install here. Yeah, okay. I did the 6.3. Well, let's upgrade the editor version. And then see what explodes. Yeah. If it's broken, it's broken, and I have to remake the game. That's probably a good thing, because I made it pretty damn poorly. Still try something else? Well, now I gotta wait for it to open it up in the latest version of Unity, but... Clicking on the objects to see if any other object is blocking the raycast. Yeah, that's possible. At least, like, because I know when I have the menu over the actual board, just like technically, position-wise, I think the menu is under the board, but the camera, the way the layering is, it shows it on top of the board. Which is why I was trying to move it away from the board to see, like, okay, there should not be anything else in the way, but... I know nobody redeemed a stretch, but I was doing it anyway, because I just gotta wait for Unity here. But yeah, that would have been my other suspicion, is that there was something blocking it. Yeah, and I do wonder if I could just do like a debug to see if this could also spit out the info. It's like 9:30. I should not be yawning like this. It's gonna be hard to get another coaster onto the screen. Yeah, okay, this is gonna take a bit. I am using the new Unity input system. I don't remember exactly why I upgraded to the new Unity input system with this project, but I'm pretty sure I did. So, should be using the new Unity input system. It is funny that I was thinking about messing with Godot, especially when Second Dinner was also like, hey, we did this last project in Unity, but we're going to use Godot for our next... Oh, that's why we're not seeing it? They changed it, sadly? Oh, so you're saying the new Unity input system is possibly causing issues. Okay. Well, I guess whenever Unity decides to load, I guess it's a good time to play more Combotronics. No. Did they have... Yeah, okay, they had a tray there. But I mean, they had this on Steam Next Fest and stuff. I feel like there's a lot, like, Like, this takes up so little space, and that is like the main piece of the game. I don't know, it's like all the UI elements seem a little small, and I know they're like heckin' tiny on my game too right now, but that is something that I was gonna upgrade and fix and change and stuff, so. Casual? I mean, I guess it's casual, kinda. Not causing issues, just that's why we couldn't debug the game the way I wanted to. Oh, okay. So it changes the way you debug. Yeah, I did buy Naughty Gnomes. I think it was $5. I think it launched a little more than that, but I was like, that it's too good of an opportunity to scoop it up, and I was like, it's required, I have to play this. It's kind of like burgling gnomes. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to play that, aren't I? I mean, I have so many of these demos that I downloaded, and they did not play like any of them. Yeah, I did want to give this one a try. Oh, I saw Goblins just released Luxman. How about that? Yeah, there we go. This Luxman Moonlit Market. Which, it's one of those games that's like, this looks complicated and kind of wild. Very board game-esque. And then apparently it's like it hasn't been doing super well because it's complicated and unfinished. What did the reviews say? Yeah, it has a lot of issues that need fixing ASAP, is what they said. And this says it's not enough. It's not. Yeah, game might be unbalanced in this phase. Sounds like it's a complicated game that they also did not super polish. This is like people who put a lot of work into this game, and it's just a little hard to tell exactly what you're doing when it's like there's so many icons and numbers that are then also trying to connect to all of these other icons and numbers and things. It's like, I do like the art style, but yeah, there's a lot going on and it's hard to tell exactly what to focus on. This is gonna take quite a while for this to open. Do I have anything else I want to yap about? What was I doing over the weekend? I was hanging out with my girlfriend. That's like all I do if I have time, is hanging out with my girlfriend. I am excited that they're having a showing of Mad Max Fury Road in theaters again. And I'm gonna go do that on Thursday, so yeah, so there's not gonna be a Thursday night stream, so found a way to use the old event system behavior without changing things drastically for debugging, because I was like, I think I do want to stick with the new Unity input system. I don't want to change that, but if you're talking if I can debug it, that'd be, yeah, only for debugging. Okay. Probably don't need that anymore. Disable a component and add another component in runtime. Oh, okay, interesting. Is there really not a way to do like the new event system, or was new event system not supposed to be using pointer event data? Okay, wait, so Unity, new input system. hover? Is there a way that it says? Well, this is at least some kind of menu to look at, maybe. If you installed and only activated the new system, these functions will not work. So if you install the input system package and want to activate it as well as the old input manager, you need in project settings, player configuration, active input handling. You have both. We have a drop-down allowing to use either the old or new input system, and also have both. I selected both. Now the mouse over triggers are working. Okay, but that's if you wanted to use the other on mens enter, on mens exit and stuff. But I have that working. It's just the debugging, or the why in the heck the UI is being such a pain. Also, I didn't think there was that many changes between this version and the last version, but I guess not. I guess now we're just gonna be sitting here thinking about working. Yay! My favorite thing to do. You think about working and not actually work. You know, it's the thought that counts, so. I have colliders on the objects that I'm trying to hover rate. Yes, I do. Again, I can't show it because it's still loading, but yeah, they have colliders. It looked like I had double the colliders, and I don't remember. One of them might be a trigger, like over top of the whole thing. But we'll see if I'm even correct in that assumption there. Boy, does this make me tempted to just boot up a game demo. I just downloaded this Orbifold demo too. It's like, oh, look at all these demos. We're gonna try out some stuff, I guess. I was like, this one I know will only take a minute or two. And this is another person that is at the whatchamacallit, at AwesomeCon. So this is another person that I will see at AwesomeCon. So it's like, wow, that is a lot. Wow, they put a lot into that animation there. Oh, I guess I should probably kill the music if I'm going to. Yeah, okay, but I remember this is very simple here. Cards in this pile must increment up from the current value, so 2 or higher. And then the vice versa on this side, so 9 or lower at the start. And then do I draw a card? Yay! Oh, spacebar to enter. Does it have to? Yeah, okay. And this was going up. This was going down? What's the... I guess I could go up that way. Oh, stacks can be reset by matching the colors. Oh, it was trying to teach me something and I just blew past that. A blue 2 can be placed on a blue 9. In single player, you must play at least 2 cards per turn. 1 per turn in multiplayer. Play all the cards in the deck to win the game. If you run out of valid cards, you lose. Well, this is the one that I'm supposed to be playing up, right? And this is the one that's down. I feel like it needs an arrow that says this one's up, this one's down, because I don't. Is there an... oh, and then this says how many cards in the deck. I almost feel like that should just be automatically there instead of... Oh, and then this was down to there. And that needs to go up. And then I can draw as many as I want there, right? So that's going down. And that's going up. And then now I've screwed myself. Okay, wait, so if this is going down... And this was going up, except now I can't go up anymore. Hmm. I need an orange card here. That would be real nice if I could get an orange card there. Unity, where you at? You're just stuck. You're just hung on that thing. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Is this going down or up? You're going up. And you're going down. Meaning you're already at the lowest. Meaning, screwed. You're going up, but you're going down. There we go. That is not what I wanted to do. Except it was. Okay. Yay! Victory! And then does it... Wow, they have a long... Okay, I think I'm good. Leave. Exit. Okay. Well, at least I tried it. I was like, I knew that one was going to be a quick little demo. But I can say I tried it at least. Okay. So that one can go away. I still want to mess with Combotronica. If I can find some time, which we'll see. And now... I guess that's just what we're doing, because Unity just does not want to update. This just keeps interesting me. I was gonna say while waiting for Unity. Plug looks a lot different. Unity taking this long to load is not normal, by the way. Yeah, no, I know. It looks like it's kind of hung. Like it's just kind of stopped here at resolving packages and is kind of dead. I don't really want to kill it. I feel like I should. It's giving me a good excuse to play Next Fest demos, but... And that's if it even lets me kill it. So... that doesn't bode well. Great. Okay, so now even trying to kill it is not going to kill it, is it? Mission is simple. Arrange formations of various units into powerful combos to break through your enemy's defenses. You can tell your formation to move forwards and attack the enemy by pressing space, and your units form a chain of 3. At least 3 matching types. They will disappear, scoring points and taking any enemy units of the matching type with them. When your units form a chain, any units behind will move forwards. If possible, utilize this to rack up big combos. Try it out. So assuming just for this, I'll just need to press space. You can save information for later by holding it with H. Can I just drag it over? Holding information will not persist between levels, so keep that in mind. Oh, I didn't really need to hold the button there. Okay, and then that'll just match up. You can move pieces of WASD. The real battlefield will be bigger than this training round. You can rotate pieces with Q and E. Try rotating this piece to take out the enemies. Oh, did it have to be a chain of 5 or something? When you reach the end of the board, you score bonus points for every field. Unit remaining on the field. That's the end of the tutorial. Good luck. Okay, well. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't even exist. I guess. Well, that's just a nice juicy line of blue, right? So what triggers them to do the thing exactly? It's like that's a line of like 5 blue. That doesn't count? Oh, these little guys need some animations. For sure. Okay, so it's a line of 5. At least. Yeah, everything needs to be wiggling a little bit. It would help so much. That's not the greatest. Oh, I could have just connected it over there. So no, it's 4, but I had 5 guys connected earlier. I'm not really understanding that. Okay. What packages do you have? 10 times larger projects, so they don't take this long. Did it even... Okay, yeah, no, that's just, that broke. Okay, but at least it let me close it. And then just trying to open the Unity hub just exploded. Okay, this... Opening the Unity hub causes the Unity hub to explode. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. So now the project is completely broken because I tried to upgrade the... Okay, so now you're trying to open a project. You told me, you put all these little warnings that said you should upgrade your Unity version, so I did. And now you're telling me, nah, sorry, we broke your project. We bricked the whole thing. I'll be a little sad if that's the case, because I've got like a week before a showcase, and I'd like to show off something different, but it does. What do you fluffing mean? Okay. It's only been 2 hours, but I might call it and do lunch if this is gonna be completely bricked here. Yeah, I'm not doing great at getting a whole bunch of combos here. Yeah, okay, if Unity's bricked, then... source control? Did this... I think I tried to set something up at some point, but I didn't really fully finish that, so... if the project's gone, it's gone. Like, I'm not too worried because I have an old demo I can show. And I kept talking about wanting to remake everything anyway. So, you know, now's not the time to be doing that, but... Well, or kind of the time to be doing it. That didn't count as a combo? I'm very confused as to how the combos work. Oh, or did it say you have to have a certain number of your own guys and not enemy guys? That would make more sense, that these aren't just automatically triggering when you... So it's your own guys and not enemy guys. I'm like, you're not giving me too much to work with here, are you? Yeah, okay, so if you have 4 of your own guys, then that'll trigger something. I have not done a good job of matching these up at all. I really blocked off one. Yeah, there. 3 guys, which gives me 4 guys, and then there. There we go. Okay, I lied. I know what I'm doing. That worked out really well. Yeah, okay, so I need more of my guys than I... It said endless. This feels like it's just sort of giving me a set of guys and then saying when you run out of that, then that's... I don't know that this is endless necessarily. This is just here's a random puzzle. Okay, I'm like, I kind of want to finish the puzzle, and I'm kind of like, I get it. I'm good. That's a nice juicy combo. I had some amount of source control set up, but it's also the fact that it's like the fact that it just bricks. I upgraded the flip it. Okay, yeah, like I said, we're gonna end everything on a sour note, and I'm gonna go do lunch, I think, and then I will come back and. Is there anybody here? There are somebody's here. Well, and I could, I don't know exactly when I'm gonna be back, and if it is Unity issues, I might just try to, deal with that, not on stream. So. Yeah, my friends did a good amount of World of Warcraft. I don't know if they're excited for this new expansion or not. I think they transferred over to Final Fantasy for a while, and then I think have not played an MMO in like years, so.
But with the item pickups, I will have a big part of it
Okay, we'll go right over here. I will cry about everything being broken and exploded off stream. So,
Let me see. This is an item as well.
and then hopefully I will be back with working things later, but we'll see. Yeah, I am just like, I'll just get my computer a restart, hope that fixes whatever weird wonkety thing is happening.
So yeah, the pickup item
Otherwise, it's
haven't
just
been
weird that
invested
it's not
in,
even opening
just the match.
anything, so.
So that will be instantiated inside of the pickup object, and
But
this
yeah, we'll go
will
right over here,
be
and then I will
only visual. So
hopefully
that's one thing to
fix
keep in
things, but
mind.
we'll see. And then I
Let
can't
me
say
see what
goodnight
else.
because it's
Is
middle of the
this
day, but
type
whatever.
of symbol?
It's still gonna be the
I
safe
don't
side
need
out, but
this.
goodbye, good night, good luck, have fun
I don't
sleeping.
need it like that.
Have had more luck than me, apparently. I'll be back hopefully in a couple hours, but depending on how broken things are, so we'll see.